going to kidnap her. It was MC Oluloyo's boys that saved her. It happened on Wednesday. I heard on Wednesday. I was told Wednesday. Banana Island, in that Giuliano, that building that Shubomi owns. Dakwabiodun has an apartment there. Davido has the one at the very end. That is where they tried to. If they got out of Banana Island, they would have taken her and asked for billions. At the end of the day, I had the news, I posted it, everybody saw it. Wednesday to Saturday. Saturday is when the Nigerian media posted it because they wanted to hear from the police. They have taken these people to Alagmo, CID, and that the people that arrested the kidnappers are mercenaries, but we couldn't mention Oluloyo's name. You know what I mean? But it was Oluloyo's boys that protect Tiwa Savage in Lagos, just to let you know that part. But at the end of the day, where those are things I'm teaching on my Twitter school, 222 Media Institute. I'm teaching mass comm students. When does the media become responsible for certain things? They arrested Bobrisky now for Naira abuse. Davido was giving Naira, standing on the sunroof, coming back to Lagos, spraying Naira on the road. So when do we say, are you going to arrest Davido? So it's the same thing with the situation we have with this third-party lab. Okay? When they said Hush Puppy is going to America, everybody said he's going to Nigeria. The whole headlines, Hush Puppy to be extradited to Nigeria, Nation, Vanguard. But Kemi Oluloyo is there. She said Hush Puppy is going to America. Hush Puppy is on the plane. He's on his way to MCC Chicago, but they're going to stop in Pennsylvania, third-party prison. Are you listening to me, guys?
Yeah.
Moshannon prison is a private prison in Pennsylvania. It's a small private prison for big, bad criminals, but they're rich criminals. You know, the mobsters and all that. So I'm like, when they said he's going to Moshannon first, they put Hush Puppy, and Hush Puppy is in the class of those guys because he's a big fraudster, 465 million. They put Hush Puppy in Moshannon for 2 weeks. Then they transferred him to MCC, Metropolitan Correction Center in Chicago. By the time he got to Chicago, Dubai police now decided that let's even release a propaganda video. They did a video. You know the video Dubai police did, how they rushed into Hush Puppy's apartment, handcuffed him. By the time that came out, the whole of Nigeria was praising Kemi Oluloyo. This woman is good, oh, she's the best. I'm telling you, investigative journalism is not about scoring clouds. You need to know what's happening. So that I disgraced the whole entire Nigerian media. I had the middle prison, you know, I had the main prison, everything. So if they had used a middle lab, they should have disclosed it. There's something called disclosure. Disclosure is a big problem in Africa, and it causes so much problems. My cousin in Accra, in Ghana, fought a company just because of disclosure, and I helped her fight it. I said, tell them I'm your cousin, and I will call them out on my page. They have to disclose. If you say you're paying 230 CDs a month for Wi-Fi, and you see the advert everywhere, 1 month free when you install with us, installation 2,000 CDs. She paid 239 CDs, so 1 month free. After the 1 month ended, they now raised it to 289. You see how they scammed her? Sure, you guys see what I'm explaining. They will do that. They will give you 1 month free promo, everything. But they will not tell you that they're going to increase it after that. So what did I enjoy? You gave me 1 month and then you now raise it from 239 to 289. So that's disclosure now. You know what I mean? You have to disclose that. Disclosure will say, we may increase your Wi-Fi monthly fee without any notice. You know that whole statement they do?
Yeah.
We don't know, but we might increase it. They didn't put any disclosure in the whole form. I was reading it with microscope like this. She said it to me on WhatsApp. I was reading, I said, oh yeah, get them. And she got them. Guess what they did to her? When she now made noise and I made noise for her, the company is called Telecell or something. When I now made noise for her on my Twitter and everything, they now said they should give her the 239 for 6 months. That's how it's done. If you don't put disclosure out. So the Lagos State government did not put the disclosure, and the Punch reporter didn't even know. So that's even worse for them. Please send me the name of the doctor, the Pennsylvania, the Jonestown place, everything. I'm going to Facebook. I beg. Make a line. How have I been here? 2 hours?
Dr.
3
Kemi.
hours?
Can you just allow me to say something, please?
We can't get enough of you, doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Kemi, yeah, you mentioned about I'm 100% interested in the media part because they claim to be the fourth instead of the realm, and they've been silent for the past 7 months now. They're not saying anything. Whenever we post something on X, you try to tag the punch I've been trying anyway. Vanguard.
They're not going to answer you. They're useless.
They don't say anything. Why are they silent? Because the media.
They're useless. They're
powerful.
puppets. They don't say anything because they're puppet media. Punch is owned by my uncle, my late uncle, Oluloyo. If my uncle saw what they are doing in Punch, they honestly, we fire everybody. I've called Angela Bodering, my Angela Emuwa, her married name, my cousins, and Wumi Obe. You know Wumi Obe, the singer?
Yes,
She's Angela's sister. Yeah, she's the daughter of Oluloyo Bodering.
Yeah.
Like, Punch is the leading daily. If you call Eze, who is in charge of Vanguard, I have the list of all the media in Nigeria. And then the fools at Nation, they will not answer you because
they are silent. Their silence is too deafening. I mean, it's ridiculous.
The silence is deafening. Look for it. Deafening. Oh, yeah. The silence is deafening because they are being controlled. Look at a bullion van entering Tinubu's compound in the 2015 elections. Was it 2015 election or 2019? When the bullion van entered, everybody in Nigeria wanted to know why a bullion van was entering a presidential, a APC, whatever compound. The money they would give to people to go and vote. Nobody could account for that. Definitely TVC will never report that because Tinubu owns TVC. Now, why wasn't John Momo's station, reporting it? I called a few of them there, BDM himself. BDM doesn't do politics, he does entertainment. I called everybody in channels. Why are we not seeing it on channels? Because John Momo is friends with Tinubu. So channels will not report that bullion van entered Tinubu. They are all friends, businessmen and politicians. That's why I like the UK paper. Post, you know that your paper in UK, Guardian UK.
Yeah.
That's why I like that paper. They put it there. We are not owned by politicians or businessmen. We're independently donate. God. They will keep quiet like that. But you know what they do? They be looking at me. Everything I'm doing, they be doing. You know what I'm saying? They be looking at me, they be watching, they be looking for tips and all that. Let me call them out, I beg. I'm going to
because even the time I did a write-up on X and I actually tagged the major newspaper in Nigeria and also the electronic media channels and all that. They don't see anything about it and it's ridiculous. They were chasing clouds in September, but now that we are seeing the NMS result is out, we see that the fake result, they're not saying anything about it. They're not talking anything.
Have you not noticed all these years, 11 years that I did in Nigeria, have you not noticed why didn't anybody investigate Koza? The whole Busola Dakolo, a singer's wife says that a prominent pastor raped her as a kid. Why didn't they touch the D'banj rape case? I saw that one, that D'banj was even looking for me and said, how do you know? That's how I met him. After I met D'banj at a concert almost 20 years ago, but he was looking for me and said, how did I know? I said, because I'm an investigative journalist. There's ways to this stuff. But every case, even the Ikoyi building that fell down, I was the one that solved everything. They said the building fell down. The next thing when it fell down, they took possession of the building because the owner of the building itself had died in the thing. They imploded the building, Lagos State. Every single investigation. Look at Whitney's case. What would they do without me? Whitney Adeniran? You guys remember Whitney Adeniran, the little girl that was electrocuted on the school trip. Queensland girl that went to school trip at the stadium.
Yes.
I interviewed Whitney's mom. I put so much out there for Whitney. Whitney died. She was electrocuted. She was lining up for cutting candy. And all of a sudden, she just slumped, And Queensland wanted to cover it up. Turned out the guy that brought the popcorn machine and the candy cutting machine had a loose wire there. And how did I get this information? If I don't make noise, I won't get witnesses. I made noise. And the mother of the boy in front of Whitney called me and gave me an eyewitness account. Of course, she didn't want me to mention her son's name, but they gave me the eyewitness account. So I went after Queensland. Queensland was posting nonsense. They were posting nonsense. Remember all the stuff they were posting?
Yeah.
Sorry, like it didn't matter. His life was gone. These fools. A school where an administrator was having sex with a 2-year-old. A school that has a history of nonsense. And people are still sending their children to Queensland. Please. Boss man,
Yes, Dr. Kemi.
Bossman, is he there?
Yeah, Dr. Kemi.
He's here.
I'm with you.
Bossman, have you sent me the name of the person that owns the middle lab?
I'm on this. I'm sending it right now. I'm actually on
Send
it.
it because I'm going to tease it in a few minutes. I'm going to have my shower and eat because my service starts very soon.
Doctor, good morning. Okay.
I'm going to tease it and I'm going to Dabaru Nigeria with it today. It's the biggest news today. I'm going to say I have some serious breaking news on Mohbad. Did you hear me?
Dr. Kemi, please,
People will come on that Facebook live.
please, can we have this session? Can we have this session on X? On X, please. I don't know
I'm
if
not on
anytime.
X anymore. I've closed everything.
Dr.
Have you seen
Kemi,
me on
can I
X?
ask you a question, ma?
Thank you.
I retired. I told everybody I'm closing everything. I'm not on X
Dr. Kemi,
anymore.
can I ask you a question,
Twitter
ma?
Spaces. Eh?
Can I ask you a question, ma?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Mohbad was alive,
Yeah.
we know he had problems with the Malians, he had problems with Naira Marley, and he had a lawyer that represents him till date because we heard that they are still fighting over royalties. Why is that lawyer, according to the ethics of client and lawyer, why is he not fighting for justice for Mohbad but fighting for royalties? Is it normal?
Lawyers cannot go into some areas, okay? If Mohbad had a lawyer, was it an entertainment lawyer?
Yes.
Well, we are not sure. We are not sure. That is why we
First of all, make sure
It has to be.
because
Yeah,
it's
make
not Baba
sure-
Mohbad. It's
make
not
sure
Baba
it's an
Mohbad.
entertainment lawyer, but make sure it's an entertainment lawyer because my own thing is that the kind of fight that Mohbad fought with Naira Marley with regards to leaving his contract and moving on to a new manager, his own label, there had to be a lawyer involved in that because they ultimately settled it and they gave him his royalties. And as you can see, he bought a house and he was getting ready to buy a nice car and everything. However, and he started his company. However, that somebody must have helped them negotiate that and it had to be a lawyer. Now, nobody predicts death, but I can tell you right now, everybody's different. I'm going to be 60 in 2 weeks. If I die now, the only thing I don't have house, car, anything. I just have my money in the bank, straight to my kids, they know. But people like Mohbad that leave music and things like that alone. Look at what happened when Tupac Shakur died now. How many lawyers showed up at that hearing? 25 lawyers for all the labels and everything. And the mother too was there with her own. So find out who the person is, if they are an entertainment lawyer. That person should have met.
Mohbad had a lawyer. He had a lawyer that he shared with this Latan or whoever. Bella, with Bella. Yeah, he used the same lawyer with Bella.
Yes.
The lawyer petitioned Baba Mohbad in January, and I don't know why they are not counter petitioning him for accountability of his
He
son's
petitioned
life.
Mohbad's father.
Yes.
For what?
Before Baba went
200
to
million
Baba
naira.
was mentioned his name.
He sued Baba for 200 million.
You can't sue him for 200 million.
He
For
did
what?
not. He did not sue Baba. He wrote Baba that Baba should debunk certain information, giving him certain ultimatum days, and
Yes.
Baba never responded.
Accusing of
And
defamation.
the letter written
What are those
just
information?
faded off. So
The
there
same
was
lawyer told
he only
Baba.
wrote a letter to Baba to debunk certain things, which Baba just ignored. And
The same lawyer told Baba
You know what
that
those things
Baba
were.
nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ tó pín. He told Baba that nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ tó pín.
exactly what he
Because I
said.
believe that
Exactly
Mohbad's
what
money-
he said. Exactly.
Kilo
Because
wa
Wumi's
left.
mother, Wumi's mother is the one handling Mohbad's money, and I believe that Wumi might be very young, but our mother is not young. With all our conspiracy in the Nigerian
Which
police
money? Are you
force.
talking about houses and all that?
No, it's royal. It's immolenization.
Mohbad Estate.
He has
Wait,
Malians.
who
Malians
is
different
running
from
modernization? I thought it was Sheyi.
They are not asking Sheyi any question. It could
Sheyi is
be
the one that's
anybody.
the signatory, and I have all the papers. I have the papers from the CAC. Sheyi is the second person there. It should not be anybody in Wumi's family. There are two signatories to the.
Dr. Kemi,
Yes.
I also heard that Mohbad's iCloud is with spending. I don't know why
You mean the
the
password?
police are not working with these guys.
Are you talking about iPhone?
iCloud,
So the
iCloud,
password
No,
to his
iCloud is
iCloud.
anywhere.
Mohbad's iCloud information.
Okay, the
And I think they
password.
should ask
The
him.
password.
Yes.
We need that password, though.
They should take it to Brekete or they should do something with it.
We need that
solution.
password. If spending is holding, can the relationship spending to Mohbad?
Sele.
He said it's
Hello,
Mohbad's
Dr.
friend.
Kemi. Dr. Kemi, please. Sele, that question you just asked is very sensitive. People are listening to you from the other side. You should have just reached
so
out
that
to
the
Dr.
person that
Kemi,
has
please.
that information can go
Sele,
for
that question
security.
you just asked is very wearable.
They
We
are
are not the only
sleeping for
one.
10 months. They've been sleeping on it for 10 months. What
You
is
should have
their
asked
intention?
Dr. Kemi in private now. That question.
Well,
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Tó bá ní password yẹn, ẹnìkan lè wo nǹkan tó wà ní iCloud. But question yẹn sensitive nítòótọ́.
We've been talking. I have said this
I'm
on
not
my
happy with you,
platform.
Sele. You should have
4
just reached out
months
to Dr. Kemi.
Boss
in
man,
private.
you can't tell me you are not happy with me. You heard me 4 months ago when I was
What
asking
is
for
that
the
you now?
accountability.
No.
But nobody was saying
Dr. Kemi,
Tẹ̀lé
anything.
ó lè ti delete kìíní yẹn, nǹkan tó ń try láti sọ nìyẹn.
Yes, they should do something. We
They will
need
come
justice.
after that boy now.
Let me do something for you. Boss man, send contacts. Everybody send your contact to my email so that I'll have everybody and I'll add it to my private WhatsApp. Okay? I don't use WhatsApp. It's just a private little Nigerian number I use on Wi-Fi. But send me the email. I'm going to call Dr. Thompson in Lagos. Okay? Dr. Thompson is my very good friend. He's really the most prominent entertainment lawyer in Lagos. There you get. So,
Dr. Kemi, I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I hope spending is going to be safe right now. I hope it's going to be safe.
He should report himself to the nearest investigative.
No. You just ask for Beba Boy and Sayo Lowo buying.
He should do. He has been sleeping and collecting money from the public for the fact as 9 months. Are they not looking for justice?
Sele, listen to this. Èèyàn púpọ̀ ló lè ní nọ́mbà yìí. Èèyàn púpọ̀ ló lè ní information yẹn. Ṣèyí gan lè ní information yẹn tá a mọ̀. Ṣé you get what I mean? Ṣèyí ló post kìíní na post no bill. Nobody can withdraw any money. So Mohbad's Wumi's mother has no say inside the music asset. She doesn't have access to it. She doesn't have any say. The person that can withdraw money now from the DistroKid or Apple Music and all that will be Sheyi. There are only 2 signatories, okay, to that immobilization. I have the CAC documents and I printed them online. Okay, Sheyi and Mohbad, finish. Nobody else. So that's why I'm saying Liam is not even important right now. If Wumi doesn't want to do DNA, wala DNA. If somebody just brings out a baby and says, like that woman that says she had a baby from Mohbad, DNA, if Wumi likes, she can be waiting 10,000 years to show people. It's true now. It's true now.
You're right.
I was so happy when the father said it. The father said, if you know you have a baby for my son, come forward. Though. I was happy.
And he put stuff on it. He said, but you must do DNA.
Exactly.
Dr. Kemi,
You know?
Dr. Kemi, you know Spending and Prime Boy was supposed to talk since December. They have prolonged us, and our legal team are not doing anything. I've been talking about these things that you are saying that I should take to public, but they are not doing anything. Are we supposed to sleep?
Talking to?
But they are not talking to anybody. They are just
Maybe their lawyers
waiting.
told them not to talk now.
But they are
Prime
just
Boy,
online.
Prime Boy, you said Prime Boy had not spoken. Like, are you saying?
Yeah,
Prime Boy
I mean,
had
they
inquest?
should, Prime Boy spoke,
pending.
but it took some time. I'm saying
Whose
that
fault? Whose fault? Whose fault is that?
Justice.
Who are you
And
blaming? Hold on, please. This is a
The legal team
Lawyers
should
are
do
telling their
something.
clients.
They
Don't
should
let
do
us- don't let us
something.
deceive
Why are they
them.
hearing
No,
information
please,
from us
please,
and not doing something?
Tele,
Why?
can you? No, please, don't come with that. They spoke. Spending
you
and
can't already
Spending and
tell
Prime
me
spoke.
that. I
The
already
only one
mentioned
again.
it
already.
4 months ago. If you did not hear it, then you are hearing it for now because you've been biased. I've said it 4 months ago, 3 months ago, 2
That
months
what?
ago, last month.
That what?
Spending asked this, that they should ask him. And they said that they can't go to Brekete. Why? Why
No.
are we not all looking
Sele?
for justice?
Sele?
Please, does Brekete, excuse me, does Brekete talk to people via Zoom?
He should be able, yes.
Because I would love to talk on that radio.
Dr. Kemi, you want to speak with Berekete, right?
I want to speak on that show.
Okay. I will.
I can do Zoom, I can do phone line on Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call in live.
Somebody can call in live. Organize it for me because this story that I've told you is my final story on this. I will send Brekete you guys can send him the link to my video that's pinned up there because I'm doing a new brand now.
Let me, before you go, this is going to be my last question now, before you go. the Mohbad's lawyer, according to Baba, no cut me anywhere. Baba said when they got to the house. Now, okay, let me just go according to the CTC. In the CTC, Wunmi said Mohbad died around 3 p.m.
Yeah.
I want to add 1 hour or 2 hours to the time that she said Mohbad died, because she said she was not sure that I think he died. He said, because she said, I think she died around 3 p.m. or something. So let me add 2 hours earlier. So if I had 2 hours earlier, that means that should be like 1 p.m. And then 2 hours after, that's going to be 5 p.m. That means Mohbad died between 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. All right? Mohbad, according to him, said he arrived at Mohbad's house around 10:30 p.m. So, and then he said, when he got to the house, he met over 100 people in the house, and then they already lied Mohbad in stakes. All right? And he said he saw prominent people, which he described, he called them name. He said he met Satan, Davido's PA, Lifestyle, and Mohbad's lawyer in the house. Now, if he actually add that, okay, between 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. in bracket, in quote, that Mohbad has already paid. They already brought Mohbad back to the house. So they have 5 hours, 30 minutes. And the lawyer was in the house for 5 hours, 30 minutes. We did not know the time, the arrival of we don't know the time that the lawyer got to the house. But Baba Mohbad claimed that he met the lawyer there. 5 hours, 30 minutes. The lawyer never report or tell them, because he's a learned person. The lawyer of Mohbad is a learned person. He did not tell these people, have you reported the death of this boy to any authority? Did you, even as a learned person there, you know the law. You should have told these people.
You should have guided
reported
Baba.
this body to this polio. So it took Baba Mohbad to come to that house to say, okay, to do the needful, to tell them that, okay, let's call the ambulance. Let's take this body to the police. You, the learned person, you were there. What are you discussing with these people at the time that Baba Mohbad got to that place? What were you doing here at that time? So what time did they call you, the Mohbad's lawyer? And what was your job when you saw the Alafah, the Islamic cleric in the house? So you did not tell them for 5 hours, 30 minutes that you were in that house. We don't know how long when you got to the house. You did not tell them if they informed the police. And that took Baba Mohbad, a carpenter man, to come to that house to do the needful, to even teach you your job, you the learned person, that you know the law.
He failed.
So you actually you did not tell them what to do. So I'm looking for how to nail that lawyer.
He owed Mohbad a duty of care, and he failed as his lawyer.
He failed. The lawyer failed. So Dr. Kemi, how can you help us to put lighter into this matter that I just said right now? I shall not see.
I'm not a journalist anymore. I'm retired, and I don't like to get involved in legal things because of so many dirty issues. I'm going to bring up the points about causation. There's a causation effect in the death of Mohbad, and when I discussed it with a journalist in Baltimore yesterday, where I used to work, WBAL, Jane Miller, IT reporter and the head of the IT investigative team. Causation is when if somebody comes from nowhere and say, hi, Kemi, like, what is the cause of death of this Mohbad person? And I said, Jane, his autopsy was done, but his toxicology was inconclusive, not ascertained. So he has no cause of death. Everybody has a cause of death. I said, well, Nigerian style, no cause of death. So what is the next thing now? I said, there's a causation effect. She asked me if there's a causation effect. I said, yeah, there is a causation. Now let me explain to you guys what causation means. Mohbad was stabbed in the neck, allegedly. Now let me tell you why I'm using allegedly, which is a non-affirmative word. I'm not using it in this case because I know that Wunmi stabbed him. But let's use it like another media outlet will say allegedly. If Wunmi stabbed Mohbad, if Wunmi allegedly stabbed Mohbad, Mohbad had a stab wound in his neck, and a nurse came to treat it in the house for 48 hours, screwed up, gave him a drug, he had a reaction, and then he died. The cause of death should technically be anaphylactic shock from ceftriaxone. That should be the cause of death. But there is something called causation. If you type it into Google, to Wikipedia, it's very interesting. Causation, law. There's different causation, but the one that says law on Wikipedia, read it. There's 2 cases in the US in which a woman had very, very invasive cancer, stage 4. She was going to die anyway, but the pain she was on so many painkillers. Her son was running up and down pharmacies, everything. So one day her son decided to poison her and put her out of the misery. If they did it legally, it would be assisted suicide. Yeah. They have another name for that, assisted suicide. Host, what's that other name they use? Euthanasia.
Euthanasia.
Euthanasia. Instead of doing it legally, euthanasia, because he knew that his mother would not agree for euthanasia. The mother child wanted the narcotic, the painkiller, just to have a good quality of life and not be in pain. He decided to poison her. He now put the poison in her food. She was okay for a good 20 hours. And then after 20 hours, she had a heart attack and died. And that was it. When they did the autopsy, the police came to the house and found some pills and mixtures and stuff, just like they came to Mohbad's house and took out all these vials and syringes and everything. Mm-hmm. When they found the poison, they tested the poison and they arrested the guy and said, what were you doing with this? Did you put this in her food? Blah, 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 blah. When they did the pathologist said the woman had a heart attack, natural causes, and that the poison was not what killed her. So they had to eventually release her son. That's what they call causation in law. Someone asked yesterday, so Mohbad died in the house, outside, inside. Don't listen to Iyabo Ojo and the rhetoric. She's trying to confuse everybody. It doesn't matter where Mohbad died. Mohbad died, if I'm going to spell it in my story, and I'm writing a very big article, I'm going to say Mohbad, according to my forensic findings, Mohbad died of an anaphylactic reaction secondary to a possible stab wound with a sharp object, which made him bleed heavily in the neck. There was a bloody blanket they could not account for because somebody with a hand injury will not bleed that much into that blanket. That blanket was very bloody. And then, along with the bloody blanket, on the 7th-day anniversary of his death, when they exhumed him, there were signs of something like livor mortis, not even rigor mortis, LIVOR, the signs of livor mortis in the casket, liquid and blood. Like we turn to water when we die, everything just becomes water and then bones left. But for some reason, there was blood showing in this water that came and it was positioned to where that neck angle was. Where the neck, Abby, how are you? How are you? Where it was positioned to where the neck angle was, because the neck was twisted in the casket. Some people were saying the casket was too small. No, the neck was twisted in the casket and it looked like it was punctured. Something around his carotid arteries. That's what I would say. It's a causation death. Something caused it. Another thing killed him. My own question is that, let me say this in Yoruba, you know, Ibo no fek gbede, Ibo no fek gbe treatments yen de. Supposing to ceftriaxone yen o ṣiṣẹ́ fún Mohbad. At one point, they'll have to go into the hospital now. You're not playing with just something ordinary. It wasn't until I had foot surgery at Doran Hospital. They've already bashed my hospital to death in Lagos. Doran is always in the news for something bad, but good doctors are in there. That's why I had my foot surgery twice. It was not until I did my foot surgery that I realized how many veins and arteries are actually passing through your feet. You know, the feet, the fingers of the leg. It's the same thing with the neck. We just see the neck as something, one or two bones there. But what about arteries and veins there? If you stab somebody in the neck now, do they live? People that actually stab people with knives and stuff in the neck, they don't live. So guys, this case is a very big case, and the people that are supposed to be handling this thing are not.
Exactly.
And Jane said to me, she said, this is somebody that I have 30 years experience. I trained under this person. In Mohbad'S in 1994 when I started. Jane Miller is a veteran. You can Google her, Jane Miller, investigative journalist. She trained everybody. People that she trained are like in their 60s now. And Jane is probably 76. At the end of the day, this woman has about 50 years of investigative journalism. And she just said, what are the police doing? That's the question she just had. What are I said the police is the problem. You can influence the police in Nigeria. Anything with money. Sadly. With money, you can. When I saw the TB Joshua thing is when I said, hey, I'm the daughter of the first DIG, Deputy Inspector General of Police. My grandfather, the man that gave birth to my mom, he worked as the Deputy Inspector General. Queen Elizabeth appointed my grandfather. I have the picture in black and white. He said, let us put a Nigerian there now. My grandfather worked with Finlay, the white Inspector General of Police. And it was Chief Samuel Akiyemi. My grandfather was the first DIG in Nigerian police. And I always say, if my grandfather was seeing all this, he will roll in his grave. What our police department has done. Complete nonsense. Money influenced everything. I want to talk on Al Jazeera, AJ. We have to do something.
Thank you very much, Ma. You have really done us a great good, and
please send me all your contacts. Please don't forget.
So that we can have time to deliberate on our own in our own way, and we can rub minds. You have really given us a very huge assignment to work on.
Yeah.
Please, what's the name of this PA? Baba Mohbad PA.
Sugar.
Tell Sugar, mo fẹ́ try to bring Baba Mohbad into this thing. If I can work it out on Al Jazeera, let's start somewhere.
He will reach out to you. Don't let us talk much on that. He will reach out to you.
I even have the information. But what we want to do, I'm not on Twitter and Kini anymore. Who said they wanted me to come on X?
I'm not
on Twitter anymore because the NGLE is the only thing I do on Fridays, but I just came. They had me as a speaker. I just use my school handle, which I don't want to use. I don't want that crowd anymore because I don't.
Can you do that? Can you please?
Yeah, can you
please do that for us once? Can you do that for us just once so that we can kickstart?
I can't use my school handle. No. Just because I'm late to my work. I don't want that crowd.
Dr. Kemi, if you have another device, Dr. Kemi, you can actually open another app for X.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to disgrace people. Guys, we are not getting it.
But we are begging you to relaunch your X for us, please.
I can't. I've already sold my business. I've sold Kemi.
Can we create one for you?
No, Jones. I'm not coming on that. On that, I don't want Twitter and Instagram. I want nothing to do with it. Let me tell you what you should do. Come and do it on Facebook. Facebook is working very well. Guess what? I interviewed Ben for 3 hours on Facebook. If you can work for him, he can work for you guys now. But Facebook is all I'm using. Maybe you know Facebook.
Yeah,
some of us don't want to bring our face. You don't want to bring our face.
We can do audio now.
Let's do audio. Dr. Kemi, if it's audio.
Can you not use TikTok?
Then we can use TikTok and we can stream on Facebook and
while you're on TikTok,
if you want to bring me on
want to have a larger spread.
That we can actually do it on Facebook and stream on X.
Exactly.
X is not a bigger spread. X is
no, we will do it on Facebook and we'll be streaming it on X, Dr. Kemi, and on Instagram as well. On all platforms.
I don't have Instagram anymore. I've gotten rid of all those things. I sold my company with 3 of my handles.
Laide has
can you update me your email address, please?
Kemi Oluloyo 444 at gmail.com.
Okay.
Kemi Oluloyo 444 at gmail.com.
Okay.
I can do it. Don't forget my handle.
That's our powerful idea. he will sort that social media involvement with
Dr.
you.
Kemi, just give us the date and time that you want us to do this on Facebook so that we can all be ready to stream on all platforms.
Bossman, Laide will reach out to us. Let Laide sort that with her, please.
What are we going to be focusing on?
We talk about the media, international media is very important. You talk about Al Jazeera. When we have this conversation here, when we have this conversation here, and they can listen as well, they can bring us on board on a live TV. You understand? So when we talk something like this, they're interested. They have the video of the conversation we're having for the past 4-5 hours. They can either bring us on board and have a visual or a live television on live, like BBC, Al Jazeera. It's very important.
Planet 77, you are funny. Anti-justice will message Dr. Kemi.
So they can't.
Yeah, I'm very busy with my son. I'm doing PR for my son. I'm a PR person. I'm doing PR for my son. I'm so busy doing a lot of things now. And then I have